the Australian Championship.
Shot off the post and in. Continue to make history.
This rivalry burns as bright as ever.
That is just spectacular. It's incredible. Very clear.
It's the halfway point in the group stage of the inaugural Australian Championship, and today we have Queensland NPL premiers Moreton City Excelsior up against Sydney Olympic at the spiritual home of football in the Sunshine State, Perry Park. Great to have your company here on SBS. My name is Robbie Feldman. Hope you are having a wonderful weekend wherever you are tuning in from. Well, it is dubbed the Sunshine State, but perhaps not quite today. It's been very warm and a lot of cloud, and even a threat of some thunderstorms later this afternoon. You can see there 31 degrees and 50% humidity, so it might be a little bit uncomfortable, especially for the visiting side today. As we take a look at the ladder from the group stages, and you see it is a very important game for Sydney Olympic. 0 from 2 to start their campaign. Moreton City Excelsior, after their stunning win in the opening round up against Broadmeadow Magic, with the 3 points. South Melbourne, 2 from 2. Perfect start to their campaign. And you see the Group B scores. Marconi and Heidelberg lead the way, followed by Wollongong Wolves and South Hobart yet to trouble the scorers. And of course, plenty of action still to come today. That other match between South Melbourne and Broadmeadow kicking off around about the same time. Of course, Olympic with back-to-back 3-2 losses. That thriller on the opening night in round one. And last weekend, a somewhat shock loss, considered by some, to Broadmeadow Magic. So a result very much needed by Sydney Olympic, excuse me. Otherwise it becomes a bit of a Mount Everest. And you can join in. Who do you think will win? Scan that QR code. Cast your vote now. And that will get updated across the afternoon. It was a tough campaign through the NPL for Sydney Olympic. Well, as I mentioned off the top, Moreton City, premiers and beaten grand finalists. So on paper, you perhaps have to think Queensland side slight favourites. All right, as the teams do their handshakes, let's take a look at the starting lineup. And Moreton City, Cameron Miller makes 3 changes in total from their round 2 loss to South Melbourne. Jack McAnally comes in at right back. Lachlan Sayers in midfield. They both are in for Trent Millard and Joseph Scott, respectively, who both dropped to the bench. Kenshin Takagishi is pushed up further into the attack in support of star striker Andy Pengelly. And for Sydney Olympic, several changes after their loss to Broadmeadow. Tim Coyle and Gloria Munda both make the starting 11. And a couple of big names in Cyrus Demi and Adam Parkhouse, both dropping to the bench. Was Parkhouse the captain usually for this Olympic side? Ziggy Gordon taking those honours. So Labino Haliti needing to change things up. Referee today is Zach Keenan. As the two captains, Declan Smith and Ziggy Gordon, both prepare for the coin toss. I mentioned those other fixtures today. Broadmeadow South kicking off at 1 o'clock in a few minutes as well, 1:05 rather, as well as Heidelberg and South Hobart. And the 2 later games, Spirit FC up against Canberra, Croatia at the Arctic Circle, and Bayswater hosting West Tapia. There is Ziggy Gordon, plenty of experience in the NPL. Very handy pickup for this Olympic side. You see there over 60 appearances in the A-League. the Central Coast Mariners and the Western Sydney Wanderers. Final words of encouragement. Both sides. Moreton City at home for the first time in the Australian Championship. Both previous games on the road. There is Andy Pengelly. Golden boot in the NPL Queensland. Massive, massive recruit for this club. Made the switch from Lions FC. 150 goals in the NPL. Yet to find the mark in the Oz Championships. Today might be his day. Underway at Perry Park. It's the home side who will be kicking things off. Sydney Olympic in their all-blue kit. Moreton City in their predominantly black. Aerial ping pong to start things off. Zorcic with the throw-in, son of New Zealand football legend Chris, captain of the All Whites for a long time. Famously scored in the Confederations Cup back in 1999. Here comes Olympic down that right-hand side. As Gordon looks all the way home to his goalkeeper Gibson, under a little bit of pressure. Just needed some quick footwork to get past Pengelly. Lovely angled pass to Connor O'Toole. It's a Murai. Such an important cog in this Excelsior wheel. Ran the show in round one. Scored a 98th minute winner from the penalty spot to defeat Broadmeadow Magic. Zorcic getting to the byline. It's a low cross in. Able to find Yorgler. Eventually rolls behind for a goal kick. Work down that right-hand side. And a bit of a hidden hope in the end. As Moreton City will play out from the back here. And they've gotten out well. McAnally, a couple of touches there, and actually ball does cross the line, so thrown to Olympic. Tenquol. Gordon looks up, fires the pass long. Can't quite get over the head of Kojima. It's Gloria Munda. Gets there, cutting back inside, down to the byline, lifts it. Dangerous chance here, building for Olympic as O'Toole fires it over the crossbar. Love the intent from Sydney Olympic after the opening few minutes. It's a slightly heavy first touch, just taking Connor O'Toole wide. Another one with plenty of A-League experience, Connor O'Toole. 82 games across 4 A-League clubs as Moreton City go on the attack now. Eventually finding Pengelly, or just about finding Pengelly in support. Murai, touch. Comes off an Olympic player. And McAnally. Takagishi made a good run in behind. Arneson just directing traffic. Takagishi, Murai. Murai clipped late, but referee waving play on. Neat stuff, and it's a 4 for McAnally in midfield. There's Murai over on the right. Pengeli makes the run and tries to thread the needle, looking for Takagishi, who is loitering on the edge of the box. Smith-Clark. Two Kiwi imports settled into life with Sydney Olympic very well. O'Toole gets lifted in behind, but tough to get past some tall timber at the heart of Moreton City's defence. Free kick to Moreton City. Pretty clear tug of the shirt there. Big contact in midfield. Put on by Hong. Orgler goes down in the challenge. Referee letting things go, and eventually the free kick will go Moreton City's way. Somewhat bemused, the Olympic players there. This ball in for Takagishi has Courtney Perkins overlapping on the left. Pengeli made the run into the box, and final touch off an Olympic defender for the opening corner after 6.5 minutes. Takagishi on corner duty. In swinger, deep, right to the 6-yard box, knotted down by Declan Smith, I think that was. As Olympic clear their lines, and they could break fast here. Gloria Munda with the run. Found by Orgler. One-on-one with his defender. Still going, sells a beautiful dummy. Back to the edge of the box for Orgler. And he's lifted it in beautifully into the top corner, past a diving, despairing Nathan Foster. And Sydney Olympic, in this crunch game, finds the target first. 1-0 in the 8th minute. It all came from that fast break. Orgler and Amunda combining well. Kojima went to ground. Lovely little cutback, and Orgler wondered if he got a little bit too underneath it, but it just dips right at the last second. Well, he has a habit of scoring the spectacular. Scored an absolute banger in the opening night back in round 1. Nathan Foster could not believe it. Ali Orgler knows how to find the back of the net. Great start here for Labino Haliti and his Sydney Olympic side. So what have the home team got in response? Olympic again, muscling in behind and just unable to keep his feet. No foul, says the referee. 9 foot. Great opportunity there. Excelsior just look a little bit rattled. They have a free kick here. Out-muscled McAnally, and I think fair enough call from the referee. More of an appeal in hope from Foots. Declan Smith, captain for Moreton City. Couple of touches between the centre-backs. Smith and Meineke. Pengelly receiving very deep. Arneson working their way through. Here's Murray shooting from distance. Did not get the connection he was after there. Cameron Miller very much embedded with Moreton City. Former Moreton Bay United junior coming through the ranks there. Perhaps a little concerned with what he's seen so far in this opening 11 minutes. Credit to Olympic. He's managed to ride the pressure a little bit better. Clean challenge. City takes over possession. Tony Perkins drifted over onto this right-hand side. City just trying to regain control of things with a bout of possession, but Olympic take over and win the free kick. Arneson pleading his case. As the referee, just a little bit too much of the man instead of the ball. Chris Donnell looking for the forward pass. Can't get it past Courtney Perkins. Great interception from Quoll. Moreton City look long. Perhaps just needing a bit more composure in possession. Sayers. And Meineke. Sliding challenge in on Murray. Fortunately for Excelsior, comes to nothing. Very much a trademark of this Moreton City side, the slow build-up out of the back. Waiting for that opening to present itself. And Declan Smith there just trying to organise the players in front of him. McAnally finds that opening. And they do get a net gain out of it. Throw in attacking territory. McAnally. Smith operating in very tight spaces down this right-hand side. It's lovely one-touch build-up football. A switch of play. Kojima finds his compatriot Murai. Sydney Olympic very well organised, forcing Moreton City back towards halfway. Murai again on the attack. Bit of forward momentum now. Down to the byline, looking for the cutback option. Here it is, Takagishi. In fact, it was Kojima was further advanced. Kojima again, Murai skips around Gordon and can't link up. And as we take the first drinks break of the afternoon, very warm conditions, as I mentioned at the top of the show. Takagishi very slow to get up there, just clutching at that left shoulder. A good time for the break. You see that last opportunity. You see Takagishi already in the background. And the end product not quite there for Cameron Miller and his Moreton City side. Abner Haliti, just as animated as a coach as he was back in his playing days. Certainly no doubt happy with what he's been seeing after 16 or so minutes. Arneson, no stranger to the tough stuff in the midfield. And don't forget, you can stay involved throughout the afternoon. Scan the QR code and answer that question on your screens. Who do you think will win? At the moment, 60% in favour of the visiting side. So back underway with a goal kick. Jack Gibson going long. Switch of play. Connor O'Toole will get there first. Just needs to get it under control. A square ball right across the face. Declan Smith was there to clear. Donald. Now Clark. Looking a lot more comfortable now, and Seth Clark nearly getting in behind. Moreton City still looking a little bit rattled. Drinks break, maybe the opportunity just to get things settled down for Cameron Miller. Sydney Olympic sorted straight back into pace of things. Corner taken short. Clark on the left swings it in, finding Quoll, and that's come off a City defender for another corner. Plenty of tall timber in this Olympic side. Chance for Clark to swing this one in deep. Plenty of movement. Right into the centre, nodded away. O'Toole thinks twice about lifting it into the box. Comes all the way back to Zoricic. O'Toole to thread the needle for his captain, Ziggy Gordon. He's now well out of position and sprinting back. He had scored 2 goals in his A-League career, Ziggy Gordon. Didn't find the back of the net through the NPL season in New South Wales. Here's McAnally from Moreton City. Diagonal ball from Smith. It's a little bit too much on it. And a long throw. Courtney Perkins does well to ride the challenge. And the referee, Zach Keenan, does bring play back. A few afters there with Chris Donnell. Pengelly lifts it to McAnally with time and space, measuring the cross to the back post. Takagishi just unable to time that jump, but a great opening. Beautiful arcing delivery. Free header from 6 yards out. That's Moreton City's best chance of the afternoon so far. Trying for Moreton City. As the Moreton City players stayed down, as this one's lifted into the hands of Foster. McAnally finding a bit of space down this right-hand side. And the referee bringing play to a halt. Lachlan Sayers very slow to get up. Looks like an individual drinks break for Lockie Sayers. Perhaps maybe, well, there you go, yep. Copping a knock in a rather unfortunate area. I'm not sure if cold water's the right kind of medicine for that, but plenty of smiles on that sideline. Now he's got wet shorts, so that can't be that comfortable. But play continues. He's back on the park and up and running. Big looping throw-in, nodded on, and Smith can find his keeper Foster. And legs it down the right through McAnally and Courtney Perkins, a little bit awkward. Chance brewing here for Olympic. Gloria Munda perhaps had half a second's thought, taking a pop. Clark. Very talented footballer. Orgler measures the cross, but too close to Nathan Foster, who takes it well. Game settles into very much the pattern of how things have gone in this first 25. City knocking it around the back line. Sydney Olympic happy to let them do so. Perhaps knowing that anything that does come forward, very capable of dealing with, is Murray. Takagishi. McAnally. Courtney Perkins. Chance to turn here for Sayers. Charges towards the box. Pass unable to find the overlapping run. That's lovely skill from Orgler. Possession turned over. Dangerous position here. Arneson links with Pengelly. Drifted out onto the right. First time cross whipped in. Qual is there. Right. Courtney Perkins turns positive. Takagishi shaping to shoot, has a go! Beautiful save by Gibson. Danger still on here. And no, the whistle's gone. Flag is up. Takagishi has looked the most dangerous player out there in a Moreton City shirt. Forces a sprawling save from Jack Gibson in goal. See it here on the replay. Takes that extra touch from about 25 yards. Acrobatic save, and might have been Pengelly, the guilty party, for being offside. Kojima just running out of support. That's probably been the most frustrating thing for Cameron Miller and the Excelsior coaching staff. Just that end product up top. They certainly are playing some lovely football as they build into their attacks. Just that final pass not quite hitting the mark. Beautiful long ball, and the cross comes shot from Courtney Perkins. I think he was intending that to be a shot on goal, but ended up scuffing it across the face, and Pengelly just unable to get there. Great ball from Declan Smith. Thumbs up from Jackson Courtney Perkins. Approach the half-hour mark here at Perry Park. Sydney Olympic, goal to the good. Thanks to Ali Orgler, scoring an absolute specky in the 8th minute. And no free kick given. Kojima. Forward pass won't quite fall for Murai. He's a little bit over exuberance in the challenge. Two hands in the back. Generally, things won't go your way there. Launched forward by Gibson. Ogler battling away. Very much in a different weight class. Sully Ogler up against Mura, I think it was. A free kick for Moreton City. Chance to get themselves out of the danger zone. Mura just squeezed out of possession, but it's worked out well. And getting the free kick against Hong. McAnally carries it over halfway. Tony Perkins. Kojima. Something brewing here for City, but again, superbly organised backline of Sydney Olympic. And they'll get the throw. Second drinks break of this opening half. Very, very warm conditions out on the pitch. Plenty of fluids certainly needed on a day like today. Here is the goal that splits the two sides. It all started from a Moreton City corner, right up the other end of the park. Nicely created by Gloria Munda and Ali Ogler. The only way he knows how to score spectacularly. Lifting it past a diving Nathan Foster into the top corner. Got a fingertip to it, but wasn't enough to keep it out. It was a great way to start proceedings here. See the fact file for the home side, Moreton City Excelsior. Merge of Moreton Bay United and Albany City Excelsior. Two other games being played concurrently this afternoon. The early kickoffs on this Super Sunday on SBS. Another game in Group A, Broadmeadow up against South Melbourne. Have been Newcastle and Heidelberg at home to South Hobart. Two games still to come. At 4:30, Bayswater hosting West Apia, and Northwest Sydney Spirit at home to Canberra, Croatia. Keep it locked here on SBS. There's Pengelly sniffing a half chance there. Ziggy Gordon having to stretch. Keeps possession for Sydney Olympic. A big shove in the back there from McAnally on Connor O'Toole. Results in a free kick. That attacking opportunity here for Sydney Olympic from the set piece. Deep free kick from O'Toole. It's it to the edge of the box. Lovely work from Foots to get it under control. Beautiful little rainbow flick in the second touch. Just a little bit too heavy from Aliogla. He's got every skill in the kit bag, Aliogla. You see it here on the replay. I love to see those kind of skills in the Aussie Championship. He is a special, special player. One ball forward. Qual nodding it up and eventually nodded away. Amanda. Hoofed forward by Zoricic, and this could work out. Early cross was a chance that was there. Graham under. The cross had a slightly better connection. I think Moreton City were in big danger. Marianison. Sayers. City again start this probing. Good strength there in the midfield from Donnell. And a chance to carry. Chris Donnell has two in support. Foots makes the run. 50-50 challenge. Scramble inside the box. The 224s going at it. Great work from Pengelly. And a sliding challenge from Seth Clark. And that's brought the crowd to life here a little bit. And eventually the free kick goes away the home side. Courtney Perkins with the flick on for Pengelly. He's shut down. Now Murray over on the left. Little 1-2 and a 3 and a 4. Went to ground. Gets no love from the referee. Chance to quick break. Frustration there from Ryan Foots. Wanted it early. I think the claims are valid from the big Kiwi striker. Could end up in an opportunity for the home side. Takagishi, high looping cross. Forces Courtney Perkins wide. He'll swing it into the box. And that's surely a foul. And that's the third time in the eyes of referee Zach Keenan. Third chance for Josh Hong. And this time he'll enter the books of the referee. First booking of the afternoon Comes in the 40th minute to Josh Hong. 23-year-old defender, 15 starts in the NPL this season. So set piece now for Moreton City. Lifted in by Takagishi deep, but that's a little too deep. And Gibson can claim. Here comes Donald. He's looking for the return pass from Amanda. Decides to go infield for Clark. And here's Hong. Had to go to ground to keep it. And Clark clips the heels, and in a matter of minutes, a second booking for Sydney Olympic. Just clipping the ankles. So Seth Clark, the latest to enter the notepad of referee Zach Keenan. Free kick this time from the other side from a similar depth. Takagishi. This one just about kept in. No. Flag has gone up. Going to be a goal kick. Forward, and Foots again just using his size and presence. Good little battle brewing between Ryan Foots and Declan Smith. Sayers. Pengelly. Once again being very well marshalled by opposition defence. Pengelly in space. Low cross to the back post, brought under beautifully by Murai. Zoricic was there to block. Finishing the half strongly here, other home side. Murai again, lifting it, can't get it past Gordon. Arneson on for Murai. Now Kojima. Dangerous looking ball, and that's turned behind by O'Toole. Finally finding some rhythm here, Moreton City. Moreton City not in any great real rush here to take this corner. Into the final minute of the first 45. Pengelly right in behind Connor O'Toole, so left back not taking any chances. Second corner of the afternoon for Moreton City. Saita Murai. Lifts it deep to the back post. One-handed punch by Foster. Foots battling away with Lockie Sayers. And he's got the throw. Expertly done by the Kiwi attacker. Doing his defensive duties. Jack Gibson being very, very solid in this first half. Called in to make a couple of good saves. Five minutes to be added. There's a fair chunk of that due to the 2 drinks breaks. As Moreton City get themselves another free kick. Not wasting time now. Courtney Perkins. Quoll steps up. Bit to think about for Cameron Miller as he's preparing the halftime speech. I think he'd be much happier with the last 5-10 minutes. An opening half hour. There's a lot to be desired. Does have a little bit on the bench that he could turn to. Joseph Scott, dangerous left foot. Expect him to add a little bit of speed and power to the proceedings. Strong challenge in there from Sayers, nodded forward by Meineke. Now Arneson forward for Courtney Perkins, and he'll get the free kick. 25 yards out. Sharp turn from Arneson. Ziggy Gordon, well, claiming he got the ball, but definitely in the back of Courtney Perkins. Takagishi. Dream position for a free kick, really. Far enough from the goal to get this up and down. Just about the sweet spot. In line with the left hand upright. Under 2 minutes remaining in this first 45 at Perry Park. 5-man wall for Olympic. Kenshin Takagishi, the dead ball specialist. Over the crossbar. Struck it well. Absolutely devastated. I guess you'd call that the third opportunity of note for Kenshin Takagishi. And a free header put wide of the goal, as well as a drive from about 20 yards out that stung the palms of Jack Gibson in goal. We enter the final minute of stoppage time. Foster. Perhaps one final opportunity for Moreton City as Gordon nods it back infield. Donald. Tall, rangy midfielder Chris Donald. As Gordon looks to lift this one long and out over the sideline as we hit the 50th minute. Referee Zach Keenan brings the first half to a close. Ryan Foots has been in the thick of things up top for Sydney Olympic. But it is the goal to Ali Ogla in the 8th minute that splits the two sides. At halftime here at Perry Park, it is Moreton City Excelsior 0, Sydney Olympic 1. Time for a quick break here on SBS, and on the other side, we'll take a look at how this first half unfolded. Don't go anywhere.
Excelsior, defined as higher, upward, to indicate superior quality. So, can Moreton City live up to their name? The club is a product of a merger just 2 years ago, as Moreton Bay United, founded in 2012, merged with Albany Creek Excelsior, founded in 1963. Moreton Bay United were NPL Queensland premiers and champions in 2015, while Albany Creek were the dominant side of the Brisbane Premier League in the late 2010s. And like the Union of Clubs, Excelsior has been a unifying force recruiting Queensland talent since securing this season's premiership, headlined by current Golden Boot Andy Pengelly. Moreton City Excelsior are loaded up and ready to go as the sole representative of the Sunshine State in the Australian Championship. Are Sydney Olympic a sleeping giant ready to stir? This twice NSL champion has shown us in recent years that an awakening may be coming.
And he scored!
They raised the roof at Belmore.
And Sydney Olympic are rewarded for their courageous start to this FFA Cup game.
And built on a legacy of winning. Olympic are a club for the big occasion.
Anto Milicic draws first blood in the grand final.
With champions who give everything for the shirt. A club and community that's given so much to the game.
Everton, yes! Finished well, in off the post. Not too much that Michael Turnbull could do about that.
Ready to reclaim their place on the national stage in the Australian Championship.
It was a rattle in the dad's keys. He'd grab them, it'd be Sunday, and as soon as I heard the keys rattle, I'd be straight out the front door, standing beside the car, waiting for the old man to drive us here, home.
The weekend where I'd get anything I wanted to eat, drink, and go there with this tribe of people.
I was ball boy for many years at Marconi, so I got to be right in the thick of the action. Marconi had a corner. Steve O'Connor went and stood in front of Bruce James, the goalkeeper. And in those days, there was no VAR. There was only one camera covering the match. And Rocky O'Connor turned around and headbutts Bruce James. And I just remember Bruce James just falling down and knocked out. And I was standing there like, oh my God, he's taken the goalkeeper out. And everyone's like looking around like nothing's happened.
One of my favourite players ever was Oscar Crino, and I remember seeing him at South Melbourne at Middle Park, and there was a big crowd, and he scored a free kick, and the reaction of the crowd and just that whole environment, I remember thinking to myself, how good would it be to create a moment like that?
I always wanted to play for Wollongong Wolves and play in a grand final, and everything's come true now, and if I retire tomorrow, I can retire a very happy man.
Yeah, some wonderful memories from days gone by. Some might say the heyday of Australian football. Well, welcome back to Perry Park. At this stage in proceedings, the home side find themselves down by 1-0. Take a look at those first half highlights, and Sydney Olympic rode the pressure very well in the opening, well, really opening half an hour. Charged their early doors to Connor O'Toole and Gloria Munda. Such a dangerous figure in attack, setting up the opening goal very well. Ali Ogla, another spectacular finish. Not quite the same as his opening night's bomb from distance against South Melbourne, but equally as impressive. Lovely work just to create a bit of space by Amanda, and Ali Ogla lifting it over. Despairing Nathan Foster. Got a fingertip to it, but not quite enough in the end. So Ali Ogla, that dangerous left foot. And the assist from Gloria Munda. 1-0 to Olympic after 8 minutes. Moreton City went without their chances. End product had been lacking for most of this first half. Kenshin Takagishi, the first of, well, 3 really good opportunities for the Japanese attacking midfielder. Just unable to connect with Jackson Courtney Perkins. Beautiful cross. Courtney Perkins had himself a half chance. Just not quite able to get the connection. Andy Pingelli, who once again has been very, very well marshalled. Satan Murai, equally kept quiet. So a lot of credit must go to Sydney Olympics defence as we take a look at the stats after the first 45. 11 shots in total. Moreton City shading those, but more shots on target for Olympic. 2 corners apiece. Plenty of fouls in this game, and 2 yellow cards, both going to Sydney Olympic. Came within really a minute of each other. Josh Hong and Seth Clark. So lots of action so far in round 3 of the Australian Championship. We take you back to the opening of the games this weekend. Preston up against Avondale. Scoreless in the end. Both teams having their chances. And a great night in Melbourne. Scoreless in the end. Bruno Fornaroli, welcome addition to the Australian Championship. And a late red card going to Matthew Reid. Avondale top of the group. Group C, 5 points. Preston remain bottom. Marconi, an excellent win for them for their second straight win in Group B. William Akio finding the back of the net there. And then, well, you call it, I guess, a brain fart really from Harrison Bunel. No other opportunity there for the referee to do anything but give a red card and a penalty. Franco Meyer slotting the penalty. Great finish there from Noah Anderson. 17 years of age, becomes the youngest scorer in the Australian Championship. And yesterday, Sydney United up against Metro Stars. Down by a goal at halftime, Metro Stars. Michael Cittadini in the 51st, and then just 5 minutes later, Thomas Visser finding what would be the winner for Metro Stars. They claim their first win, taking them to 3 points. Sydney United remain bottom of Group D, just the solitary point to their names. And there is a look at the fixtures. 3 games in action today. All teams off the mark. South Melbourne currently leading Broadmeadow Magic. The other game in Group A by 0-0. Heidelberg. Gee, that's a tough afternoon out for South Hobart, but Hard to deny the Burgers are in excellent form. And you see Sydney Olympic leading 1-0 at Perry Park, which is the game that you are tuned in for today. And two more games still to come. Spirit up against Canberra, Croatia. And also Bayswater City at home to West's Apia over in Perth. So stick around. Second half is not too far away here on SBS. Can Moreton City get themselves back in this contest? Sydney Olympic, a goal to the good. Welcome back to Perry Park. Just about set for the second half. An update to that question on your screen. Who do you think will win? Scan the QR code. Plenty of time to vote. And rather surprisingly, they might find themselves down a goal, but you punters out there, 61% of you think Moreton City will win this game. Final words from the skipper, Declan Smith. Sydney Olympic ready to launch as the teams have swapped ends. Final glance at the watch from Zach Keenan, and we are underway for the second half. Well, a rather pointless way to kick things off. We'll just put straight into touch. And we'll update you of any changes from the sheds. As things stand, looks like both 11s are unchanged as Ten Quol puts this out of the stadium over the roof of the Bill Waddell stand. So an attacking chance potentially here as Hong using his strength, and he's turned that behind for a corner. So a little bit of energy needed to start the second 45 for the home side. And that energy equally matched by Sydney Olympic as they break from the corner from Clark. Looking for Orgler. Meineke was there. Heavy challenge coming in, and the free kick does go Moreton City's way. Josh Hong already in the notepad. Just a fraction late, so perhaps the referee a little bit sympathetic. Hong certainly treading a fine line. Clark takes over for Olympic. Here's Hong again, finds Orgler in space, brings it under control well. Donald, Orgler, looking for the run, trying to find Zorasic, who bursts into the box, and that's hooked away. Did take a final touch off Sydney Olympic defender. Ball sent long from deep, and Pengelly and Gordon battling away. If things do remain as they are, that'll push Sydney Olympic up into second place. Currently South Melbourne are leading Broadmeadow Magic by a goal to nil. As this one's lifted in by Orgler, nodded half clear. Gloria Munda is there. Controlled on the edge of the box by O'Toole, and eventually hooked away by the captain Smith. As I mentioned, currently South Melbourne in front. And that will take them to 9 points. A perfect 3 from 3 if things remain as they are. Sydney Olympic currently in second. The referee just pausing things here, and 9 foot, a little bit of pain there. Take a look at the Sydney Olympic bench. Let's have a look again. Just what happened to Ryan Foots. It's a very awkward landing, jarring the knee. It's only a couple of minutes gone. This second stanza. So Adam Parkhouse on the bench today, the regular skipper for Olympic. Might be called into action. There's the big Kiwi. Ryan Foots can get back to his feet. Just testing the strength of the knee there. Only joined Olympic in July. Scored on his NPL debut against Sydney FC. 24-year-old attacker. Back up on his feet and waiting to enter play. And launched long. Zoricic is there to nod it forward. Takagishi. And the referee has the whistle in his mouth, just waiting to see how this unfolds. Eventually does blow the whistle. Free kick to Olympic. And Takagishi just holding onto that foot. That's got trodden on in that little battle. Still feeling the effects there as play is restarted. Orgler with the deep free kick, nodded away. Only as far as Foots on the edge of the box, gets a shot away. Bodies in the road. And a chance for the counter-attack. Takagishi does not look good. He's just fallen to the turf again. There's only one other player coming forward, and Murai, who's way out on this left-hand side. Meineke, now Pengelly, once again receiving deep. Kojima on the turn, shapes to shoot, but walks straight into the path of Hong. And Clark and Orgler gets play back into opposition territory. Here's Murai. Hasn't quite been as effective so far today. Played a lot more centrally in the opening round win over Broadmeadow. Kojima. Courtney Perkins. And Sayers and Arneson now on the ball. Switched back to the left for Pengelly. Murai. Pengelly again. Playing with a little bit of urgency. Lovely touch forward for Murai. Into the box now. Seita Murai tries to sneak it past the near post. Jack Gibson alert to the danger. Good patient build up again. A little bit more pace this time. And Murai maybe just going wide anyway, but Gibson not taking his chances there. And Takagishi looks like he'll succumb to that injury. So first substitutions for Cameron Miller. And it looks like that'll be Andy Pengelly's day done as well. So on come Damon Anderson and Joe Scott. Scored a great double in that opening round win over Broadmeadow. Joseph Scott. Looks like Olympic will be preparing a change as well. Adam Parkhouse about to come on. So Sayers now on corner duty. Swings it into Gibson, who fists it away. McAnally tidies up for Moreton City. First touch for Joe Scott. Arneson. And that one's once again put over the roof here at Perry Park. And a chance for Olympic now to make their first change. Will be Ryan Foots, who's worked hard this afternoon, toiled away. Veteran Adam Parkhouse now on the field. So long throw for Moreton City. Launched to the edge of the 6-yard box. Lifted back into a dangerous area. But the flag is up for offside. Arneson just drifting past the last defender. Perhaps saving his blushes there with the acrobatic effort on goal. Moreton City. 3 games remaining here in Group A. As they look to finish top 2 and progress to the next stage. Here's Murray. Scott. And that's a rather sloppy foul, not given. Well, the referee had the whistle to the mouth and the flag's now up for offside. Well, they get the free kick in the end, but 30 or 40 yards away from where Moreton City felt it should have been. And there was no touch there from Parkhouse, I think it was. Referee waving it away. Anderson now into midfield. Links with McAnally. Bit more positive stuff here for Moreton City. Low cross coming in from the right. Courtney Perkins can't get it under control and then concedes the free kick. Much to the amusement of this home crowd. No doubt that was a foul. So the free kick for Olympic. Taken by the goalkeeper, Jack Gibson, who's been a very solid pair of hands in goal for the visiting side. And those remaining games for Moreton City next Sunday at home to Broadmeadow Magic. And the return leg away to Sydney Olympic in round 5 on November the 8th. And they'll finish the group stage at home to South Melbourne on Friday, November the 14th. Unless they can get some kind of result today, might be a hard road to the knockout stages for Moreton City. Approaching the hour mark at Perry Park. No change to that halftime score. Ali Ogler His goal in the 8th minute, the difference thus far. Here comes Moreton City. Looking to get some kind of control back through Keitatsu Kojima. Sayers, Arneson. Out wide to Kojima. One-on-one with Donald. Scott tries to fashion something under the eyes of Zoricic. And they'll get the throw. So Olympic, it's a lot more physical in those challenges. Worked quite successfully so far today. Another substitution. Or is it a water break? It is a water break indeed. Well, chance to get some much needed fluids in today. Still very, very warm, even though it's clouded over. A little bit of blue skies at the start of this match, but I did mention at the top of the show there's a chance of some thunderstorms later this afternoon. Approaching 1:30 local time. Fact file for Sydney Olympic, one of the most storied clubs in NPL New South Wales. Twice NSL champions. A very, very good honour roll. Tim Cahill, Ante Milicic, Brett Emerton amongst their graduates. Sydney Olympic, their remaining games. They'll face South Melbourne next Saturday at home, followed by the return leg to Moreton City, and then they'll finish on the road in Newcastle against Broadmeadow Magic on November the 16th. As the players trot back into position from the drinks break. Zach Zoricic with the throw in. And he'll get a second crack at it. City noticeably lifted the tempo. Here's Murai, still operating out on the left, cutting back inside Zoricic, rides the challenge, lifting it nicely to the edge of the box. Anderson in space on the left, lifts the cross in, a diving punch from Gibson. Parkhouse flicks it away, but danger signs here for Olympic still. Kojima. Olympic eventually can clear their lines. Declan Smith. Henry Arneson. Struggling to find an opening at the moment. Eventually one does present. Here's McAnally. Just lost his forward momentum. Passed a little bit too sideways. Now Murai has drifted across field. Under the watch of Seth Clark. Busy midfielder for Sydney Olympic. Looks like there will be a couple of changes now. And an injury to Zach Sorosic. Seen here on the replay. Oh, just, yeah, I think maybe copped a finger in the eye there from Satan Murai. So a double change coming for Sydney Olympic. So Cyrus Demi and Riley Hollingdale, the fresh legs, coming on for Gloria Munda and Seth Clark. Both worked very hard this afternoon. That is some firepower to come on. Cyrus Demi. Club's top scorer in the NPL this season with 13, including 3 doubles. So Lebano Haliti certainly looking to close this one out strongly. Very much an attacking move. There's Moreton City working their way forward. Scott and Ziggy Gordon's right there. Eventually hooked clear. As the sun breaks through onto Perry Park. Sayers looks like he's dropped back into a more defensive role, and opportunity might present itself here for Olympic. Chris Donald streaming forward, 3-on-2. Lifts it wide for Parkhouse. Gets past McAnally. Not favouring his right foot, so he has to go back onto the left. The overlapping run eventually comes. Kept infield. Orgler can't control. Interesting decision there from Chris Donald. Had a 3-on-2 and then opted for the big diagonal pass to Parkhouse. His time is blown here for Lachlan Sayers. Looks like a bit of cramp for him. We see that opportunity. Parkhouse, the overlap from O'Toole, kept it infield, and Orgler perhaps not quite expecting it. Cyrus Demi right in front of him. The change for the home side. On comes the veteran Chris Marr for Lockie Sayers, so his day is done if he can shake off the cramp and walk off the park. As well as Luka Jankovic coming on for Jack McAnally. Very prominent down that right wing, Jack McAnally. So Luka Jankovic, 20-year-old forward, joined from St George Willawong. Nominated for NPL Queensland Young Player of the Year. Shouts of handball. Here's Scott. Nice little combination. And Zoricic does well needed to get a touch on that. Murai was in behind. Meineke. Nice touch there from Arneson, and equally one from Murai. Here's Kojima. Difficult for Arneson. Possession given away. Forced back. Here's Jankovic. And Kojima again. Lifted into the box. Here's Scott. Trying to work it on that left foot. Overhead clearance from Gordon. That one's going to be too long. So 20 minutes plus change remaining. There's Chris Marr, 33-year-old midfielder. Joined Moreton Bay United back in 2021. Goal kick from Gibson. Nice little flick on from Donald. Unfortunately for the home fans, they haven't had too much to get excited about today. It might get worse for them as Ali Orgla cannot give him time and space on that left foot. Fortunately for those home fans, went straight into the hands of Foster. He's such a danger. Neat little touch. Edge of the box now for City. There's a chance over on this left-hand side if it can find its way to Kojima. Murai into the box. Edge of the box now for Scott. Handball appeal waved away by the referee. Confidently waggles the finger and says no, not a penalty. And the free kick does go the way of Sydney Olympic. And this will make for interesting viewing. Oh, that's pretty conclusive, I think. Ziggy Gordon walks away from the scene of the crime. Well, I don't think the hands were right next to the body. Let's see it again. Were the hands in a natural position? You be the judge. Referee Zach Keenan was right there. Waved the finger straight away in the face of the appeals. Flicked on by Donald. Marr looks long early and can't stay infield. Here's Murai. Doesn't have too much in support on this left-hand side. Eventually, Kojima makes the run. Chris Marr. Jankovic for Arneson. Sydney Olympic very compact. All 11 behind the ball. Courtney Perkins just dinks it, can't get past Qual. Edge of the box and the shot sails over the bar. And another substitution about to happen. Fourth change coming for Sydney Olympic. It'll be number 7, Michael Vakis, to come on for Josh Hong. So Vakis, 22-year-old midfielder. Fan favourite at Sydney Olympic. Just the 8 starts this season in the NPL. Very much a big contributor throughout the season. Lifted long and knuckleball for Joseph Scott. As Gibson has looked very assured between the sticks. Joined the club this season from Western Sydney Wanderers. 1 A-League game to his name. And for the Wanderers, a 3-1 win over MacArthur FC. 8 clean sheets to his name this NPL season as well. Demi can't keep possession. Hustling back well as Vakis. And big tug of the shirt there. And it'll be another booking. Chris Donnell, the 3rd Olympic player, carded by referee Zach Keenan. Oh, and Arneson has gone down in a screaming heap here. Well, it's a decent 50-50, if anything. Back up on his feet now, though, Harry Arneson. We'll take the drinks break here. 13 minutes remaining. Both teams, both coaches with 1 sub remaining. Ali Orgler with his 3rd goal in as many games in the Australian Championship. Scored in the 8th minute. That is still the goal that separates the 2 teams this afternoon. Kojima has been busy down the left wing for the home side. Play back underway with the throw. And Moreton City sniffing a counter-attack chance as Joseph Scott has got a lot of speed, gets around Ziggy Gordon, enters the box, and a great timed diving sliding challenge from the Sydney Olympic captain. That's what he was known for throughout his A-League career. Plenty of experience in Scotland as well. And with 200 games in his native Scotland, Hamilton Academical and Partick Thistle. Scotland under-19 rep as well. Could be called into action once again. The corner from Marr goes deep, swinging to the back post. Kept infield, nodded away by Gordon. Courtney Perkins lifting it back into the danger area. Still not clear. Arneson. And Gordon once again stepping up. There's Demi. Rolls it over. Can he get past the defense? Cyrus Demi using his strength goes down. Again waved away. The penalty appeals. Zach Keenan says nothing doing. Game coming to life now. Great early ball forward. Damon Anderson! Great attack from Moreton City. End-to-end stuff here at Perry Park. Decent claims for Cyrus Demi. And that one straight after Damon Anderson. And the flag did go up for offside. It was nearly a beautifully timed pass out of midfield. You see it there, just the ends. It was very, very close. And here they come again, City. Playing with a bit of desperation now, sliding it forward. Damon Anderson, this time! Palmed wide, a brilliant save by Gibson. That one was definitely going in. Jankovic this time sliding it between the defence, and that's an excellent save from the big stopper for Sydney Olympic. Corner for Moreton City, swung deep, acrobatic attempts. Still in possession with Courtney Perkins. Forced back, ball won back by Olympic. Here's Demi, can he keep his feet and find support? Yes he can. But now it's Orgler, all on his own. As the defence comes streaming back, here's Parkhouse. Early cross. Straight into the hands of Foster. Setamurai. Jankovic. Bit more to the attack now. Joseph Scott back on the right foot. Across the face, goes down. Play on, says the referee, and Sydney Olympic can break. Gets past one, Varkas. One-on-one now with the keeper to ice the game! Michael Varkas doubles the lead for Sydney Olympic. With under 7 minutes remaining. Puts the wrestler's mask on. Had it all to do. Got past one. Got past both central defenders. And there was nothing Nathan Foster could do with that. And Chris Donnell, once again, using his speed to come through the midfield. And George Varkas, or Michael Varkas, excuse me, beautifully finished, lifting it over the keeper. And as you were looking at those replays, the referee has given Varkas a yellow card for putting on the mask. caught the start of the mask celebration just before we went to the replays. So gets the goal and a yellow card as well. Meantime, Murray need a response now, Moreton City, and the shot was always rising. So here is the goal celebration. The Luchadores mask. And a bit of a shush to the home fans as well. And that's certainly not really allowed these days. Can't really use anything external to celebrate your goals. That one sailed out from the goal kick. So it's all to do now for Moreton City. Down by 2. 5 minutes plus a few added to be added on. Moray unable to link with Courtney Perkins. Very much in the box seat now, Sydney Olympic. Moreton City on the receiving end of a 2-0 loss last weekend away to South Melbourne. Certainly do have goals in them. A lot of credit must go to this Sydney Olympic defence. Very well organised this afternoon. Time is running out for Moreton City. Smith underclubs it and Parkhouse can intercept. Adam Parkhouse has support in the form of Demi. A timely intervention from Moreton City's captain Declan Smith. Murray. Kojima. Centre of the park with Arneson. Crossed in, and it's found the back of the net. A timely goal for Moreton City. Scored by Luka Jankovic. On the end of a beautifully weighted cross from Chris Marr. All on his own from 7 yards out. Luka Jankovic. So 2 goals to 1. The difference is halved. And they make that change, the final change now for Moreton City. James Murphy coming on for Hetatsu Kojima. So much needed response coming from Luka Jankovic. 6 goals in the NPL this season in Queensland. St George's second top scorer. So is there still another twist in the tail? Play on, says the referee once again. He's let a lot go today, Zach Keenan. Scott. Another dangerous looking cross dealt with by Gordon. Touched clear, and Cyrus Demi is in space. He's only got Varkas for support in front of him. Here comes Orgler. Cyrus Demi. And that one's just a little bit behind Orgler. Counter-attack chance now for the home side. Final minute of the regulation 90. Arneson. Lifts it out from Murphy. Hook's cleared by Zorasic. Ma. Meineke and Smith as we enter the first minute of 8. So still plenty of time for Moreton City to get something out of this game. "50-50 challenge. Murphy comes out on top. The substitute Murphy lifting it for Murai. Down at the byline, can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Bouncing ball. No, the flag is up. The ball did cross the line. Maybe a goal kick. So Moreton City have emptied their bench. Free kick goes the way of the home side. And the referee was pointing. Bouncing ball in the middle of the park. City eventually get it under control. Murai and Joseph Scott bundle Zorasic out of the road. Murai goes down in the box and just can't find their feet here, Moreton City. Parkhouse. In fact, it's Gordon who stepped forward. Good control from Joseph Scott. And gets the free kick. Playing on here, Arneson has support in Murai. Into the box, lifts it over the top. It goes over the bar. The opportunity was there. Just getting a little bit too underneath it, Seita Murai. He did score in the 98th minute in the opening round win over Broadmeadow. Yamar, who's been excellent since coming on. Murphy. Arneson. Murai turns to face goal. Looks like Trent Millard also out there in jersey 28. There's the veteran Ma. So Olympic quite happy to slow things down as much as they can. Understandably so. Moreton City finishing strong. Ball over the top will find Demi one-on-one. Foster smothers it well. Great ball over the top from Gordon. Taking as much time as they can here, Sydney Olympic. And they go short. And they'll look to waste some time here. Demi, Orgler, Parkhouse. And the throw-in goes their way. Millards trying to get things going for the home team. Under 2 minutes left. Collision in the middle of the field. Play continues. The black jerseys stream forward. Murai cutting back infield, lifting it in. Nodded clear by Qual. The collision there. Looks like the Moreton City player is still struggling. I think that's Joe Scott. Meineke. There is Scott. Creeping forward now, City, looking for any kind of opening, any kind of chance. And that is a wasted ball forward. In the final minute now. So the final 30 seconds. Can Sydney Olympic hold on? Claim their first win. Once again, that's kicked straight out. There is still a bit of time. Last throw of the dice. As we are now beyond the 8 minutes. So Joe Scott will be taking the long throw, still in a bit of discomfort. Not at half clear. All eyes on the referee. Foster needs to get it in the mixer. Sends it long. Gibson comes, claims it expertly, and that should just about do it. A much-needed win for Sydney Olympic. Gets them off the mark in the Australian Championship. They had to fight hard for it. The winner from Michael Varkas. After Ali Orgler's spectacular opener, Moreton City stayed in the contest thanks to Luka Jankovic. But a second straight loss sees them in danger. A very interesting looking Group A. Full time at Perry Park. Moreton City Excelsior 1, Sydney Olympic 2. So they fought hard, did the home side, but Sydney Olympic with just a little bit too much class today. Here's how the action unfolded. Scoring opened in the 8th minute after some neat work by Gloria Munda after a Moreton City corner. Ali Orgler lifting it into the top corner past Nathan Foster. After what was a decent start by Moreton City, controlling possession and play well. Of course, playing their trademark build-up football, but Sydney Olympic, to their credit, rode the waves very well. Eventually, Ali Orgler with his 3rd goal in 3 Oz Championship games, scoring the only way he knows how, spectacularly. Certainly an interesting shout for handball there. Ziggy Gordon claimed he had his hands by his side, but that was certainly a contentious call. The referee, Zach Keenan, was right there. Always tough for a defender in that situation. Can't really disappear, but was the hand in a natural position. But Ziggy Gordon, committed as always in defence. Great opportunity here from Damon Anderson and a great save from Jack Gibson, who had a very busy day. Was one of the best on ground. Another fast break from Sydney Olympic. Michael Varkas, after getting past both central defenders, after an excellent lead up from Chris Donnell, had a bit of work to do. Michael Varkas bulldozes his way past the 2 defenders and lifting it past Foster. The Luchadores celebration. And he did get the yellow card for that. Couldn't believe the call, but certainly not allowed to do that. Moreton City did fight back, got themselves a deserved goal through the substitute, Luka Jankovic, in the 88th minute. After a lovely cross from fellow substitute Chris Marr. And unfortunately, not enough in the end. 2-1 it finished in favour of the visitors. As we take a look at the full-time match stats, Moreton City had more looks at goal, but Sydney Olympic far more efficient with their shots on target. Plenty of fouls in the game as well, and 4 yellow cards to Sydney Olympic. Of course, 2 more games remaining this afternoon. Spirit taking on Canberra, Croatia from the Arctic Circle, Christie Park, and then Bayswater City hosting West Zapia. An update on those scores. Today have just finished. Of course, Sydney Olympic 2-1 over Moreton City, as you've just seen. South Melbourne remain top of the group with their 3rd straight win, 1-0 over Broadmeadow Magic, and a big result there down at the Olympic Village. Heidelberg United 6-0 over South Hobart. Heidelberg yet to concede this campaign. As you see the updated tables there, Sydney Olympic moving into 2nd place. Very, very tight battle behind South Melbourne. Perfect 3 from 3. Olympic, Broadmeadow and Moreton City all on 3 points. Moreton City bottom on goal difference. Look at the other groups. Avondale, top of Group C. Interesting battle brewing there between Canberra, Croatia, Spirit and Preston Lions. And then in Group D, West Zapia, 2 from 2. Can they make it 3 from 3 later this afternoon against Bayswater City, who are in 2nd place, the team from NPLWA? Metro Stars moving off the bottom of the group after their win over Sydney United, who moved to the bottom of the group. Well, thank you very much for your company this afternoon on SBS. A much needed win for Sydney Olympic. Ali Orgler once again with the spectacular. All the flicks, all the tricks and the finishes. As I said, a much needed win for Olympic and Labano Haliti. Hope you enjoyed the coverage today. Stick around. Still plenty to come on SBS in the Australian Championship. My name is Robbie Feldman. And on behalf of all the crew, thank you for your company this afternoon.